The Amish are known for their strong communities, where everyone plays a vital role in supporting one another. In Amish society, the sense of togetherness is not just a value, but a way of life that shapes every aspect of their daily routines. From the youngest children to the oldest elders, each person is taught the importance of working together, sharing responsibilities, and looking out for their neighbors. This deep-rooted sense of community is one of the defining features of Amish culture, and it is visible in everything they do. The Amish believe in helping each other, whether it's through lending a hand with chores, supporting a neighbor in need, or coming together for larger community projects. This spirit of cooperation is taught from a young age as children watch their parents and grandparents work side by side, learning that the well-being of the group is more important than individual gain. When someone in the community faces hardship such as illness or loss, others quickly step in to offer support, meals, and comfort, ensuring that no one is left to struggle alone. Being frugal is important to them, and this value is reflected in their daily choices. The Amish are careful with their resources, making sure that nothing goes to waste. They repair and reuse items whenever possible, and they teach their children to appreciate the value of hard work and careful stewardship. This frugality is not just about saving money. It's about respecting the gifts they have been given and ensuring that their community can thrive for generations to come. This means they use resources carefully and avoid waste, finding creative ways to make the most of what they have. Food is preserved through canning and drying, clothing is mended and passed down, and even scraps of fabric or wood are put to good use. By living simply and intentionally, the Amish reduce their impact on the environment and ensure that their community remains self-sufficient. Sharing is a big part of Amish life. Meals are often enjoyed together, not just within families but with neighbors and friends as well. When there is an abundance of food, it is common for Amish families to share with those who have less, ensuring that everyone is cared for. This generosity extends beyond food. Tools, equipment, and even labor are freely exchanged, strengthening the bonds between families and reinforcing the idea that they are all part of something bigger than themselves. Amish families often work together on big projects such as building a new barn or house. These events, known as barn raisings, are a powerful example of community spirit in action. Dozens of families come together, each contributing their skills and labor to complete a task that would be impossible for one family alone. While the men and older boys handle the construction, women and girls prepare meals and care for younger children, making sure everyone is fed and comfortable. These gatherings are not only practical, they are also joyful celebrations that strengthen friendships and create lasting memories. They help each other with farming and building, sharing the workload so that no one is overwhelmed. During planting and harvest seasons, neighbors join forces to ensure that crops are sown and gathered efficiently. This cooperation allows the Amish to maintain their farms without relying on outside help, and it fosters a sense of pride and accomplishment in their shared achievements. They also share food and resources, making sure that everyone's needs are met. Whether it's fresh produce from the garden, homemade bread, or firewood for the winter, the Amish are always looking for ways to support one another. This culture of sharing helps to build trust and ensures that even the most vulnerable members of the community are cared for. This helps everyone in the community, creating a network of support that makes life richer and more meaningful. The Amish way of working together is not just about getting things done, it's about building relationships, fostering a sense of belonging, and ensuring that no one is ever truly alone. In a world that often values independence and competition, the Amish remind us of the power of cooperation, kindness, and community. In many rural communities, especially among the Amish, buying a whole cow is a significant investment. The cost of purchasing, raising, and processing a cow can be quite high for a single family, making it a challenge for many to afford on their own. But rather than letting this become a barrier, Amish families have found a creative and practical solution that not only saves money, but also strengthens their sense of community and cooperation. Instead of each family buying their own cow, several families come together and share the cost. This approach is rooted in the Amish tradition of working together and supporting one another, especially when it comes to providing for their families. By pooling their resources, they make it possible for everyone to enjoy the benefits of fresh, high-quality meat without the financial burden falling on just one household. The process usually begins with a group of families discussing their needs and deciding how much meat each household would like. They might visit a local farmer together, carefully selecting a healthy cow that will provide enough meat for everyone involved. This decision is often made with great care, as the quality of the animal is important to all the families sharing in the purchase. Once the cow is chosen, the families agree on how to split the cost fairly. They might each contribute an equal amount, or adjust their share based on how much meat they want to receive. This cooperative spirit is a hallmark of Amish life, where trust and fairness are valued above all else. The transaction is often sealed with a handshake and a smile, reflecting the strong bonds within the community. After the cow is processed, the meat is divided among the families. Each household receives a portion that matches their contribution, ensuring that everyone gets their fair share. The families might gather together to wrap and label the meat, turning the task into a social event filled with conversation and laughter. This not only makes the work go faster, but also reinforces the sense of togetherness that is so important in Amish culture. Throughout the process, open communication and mutual respect are key. The families discuss how to divide the different cuts of meat, making sure that everyone is satisfied with the arrangement. If there are any disagreements, they are resolved with patience and understanding, reflecting the Amish commitment to harmony and cooperation. In the end, this shared purchase benefits everyone involved. Not only do the families save money, but they also deepen their relationships with one another. By working together, they ensure that everyone has access to good food, and they strengthen the bonds that hold their community together. Butchering Day is a big event in the Amish community. Families gather to help each other prepare the meat. They work together to cut, grind, and package the meat. Everyone has a job to do. Some people cut the meat, while others grind it into hamburger. Others package the meat for freezing. For generations, the Amish have relied on time-honored methods to ensure their food supply lasts through the seasons. In a world without modern refrigeration, preserving meat is not just a tradition, it's a necessity. Their approach is rooted in practicality, resourcefulness, and a deep respect for the food they raise and harvest. By using these traditional preservation techniques, the Amish are able to keep meat safe and edible for many months, sometimes even up to a year. This means that even during the harshest winter months, when fresh food is scarce, their pantries remain stocked with nourishing meals. The ability to make meat last is a cornerstone of Amish self-sufficiency and resilience. The three main methods the Amish use to preserve meat are salting, smoking, and canning. Each method has its own unique process and benefits, and often families will use a combination of all three to ensure a varied and reliable food supply. These techniques have been passed down through generations, refined over time, and are still practiced with care today. Preserving meat in this way not only prevents spoilage and waste, but also allows families to plan ahead and make the most of every animal they raise. Nothing goes to waste, and every cut of meat is carefully prepared and stored for future use. This thoughtful approach to food storage is a testament to the Amish commitment to stewardship and sustainability. Salting is one of the oldest and most reliable methods of meat preservation. By rubbing generous amounts of salt into the meat, the Amish draw out moisture, which helps to inhibit the growth of bacteria and other microorganisms that cause spoilage. The salted meat is then often left to cure for several days or even weeks, depending on the cut and the desired result. This process not only preserves the meat but also enhances its flavor, creating a savory and satisfying product that can be enjoyed long after the initial harvest. Smoking is another key technique in the Amish tradition. After salting, some meats are hung in a smokehouse, where they are exposed to the gentle heat and aromatic smoke from smoldering hardwoods. This process can take several hours or even days, depending on the type and thickness of the meat. Smoking not only adds a rich, distinctive flavor, but also helps to further preserve the meat by creating a protective outer layer that resists spoilage. The result is a delicious smoky product that can be enjoyed throughout the year. Canning is perhaps the most modern of the Amish preservation methods, but it is no less important. The process involves carefully packing cooked meat into sterilized glass jars, then sealing them with airtight lids. The jars are then heated in a water bath or pressure canner, which kills any remaining bacteria and creates a vacuum seal. This method locks in freshness and flavor, allowing the meat to be stored safely for months on end. Canned meats are a staple in Amish pantries, providing quick and easy meals that are both nutritious and delicious. These preservation techniques are more than just practical, they are a way of life. They bring families together, teach valuable skills to the next generation, and ensure that no matter what challenges the seasons may bring, the Amish community will always have food on the table. Through careful planning, hard work, and a deep respect for tradition, the Amish have mastered the art of making meat last. Amish cooking is simple and, well, delicious. They use the meat from the cow in many dishes. You'll find them making roasts, stews, soups, and more. They also use the bones to make broth. Nothing is wasted. Every part of the cow is used. Sharing work is important in Amish life. When one family needs help, others are there to lend a hand. This is especially true during busy times like harvest. Sharing resources is also common. Families might share tools, equipment, or even horses. This helps everyone save money and get things done more efficiently. Sharing food and resources strengthens the Amish community. It creates a sense of unity and cooperation. People depend on each other and work together. This helps to build strong bonds between families. It also teaches valuable lessons about generosity and helping others. Frugality is an important Amish value. They believe in living simply and avoiding waste. They make the most of what they have. They often repair clothing and furniture instead of buying new things. They grow their own food and preserve it to eat throughout the year. The Amish way of life offers valuable lessons for everyone. Sharing, cooperation, and frugality are important values. They can help us build stronger communities and live more sustainably. By working together and helping each other, we can create a more caring and supportive world.